So in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my best tips and tricks that I possibly can think of at the time of recording this anyways, regarding how to quickly get your camos in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Zombies. Now, talking about multiplayer, we would have to kind of go into a whole other category, so we'll probably save that for a different video. We're going to focus on the zombies one because it's pretty crazy how you can get these done. It's a lot more fun than the multiplayer is, but there's also a little bit of a grind to it as well. So if you do enjoy this one, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and let's go ahead and jump straight into this. Now, why would you want the zombies camos? That is, well, we're going to take a look at them. Obviously, the max camo, the completionist camo, interstellar, is for multiplayer. It looks great. I think it's probably the best one we've seen in a while. I don't know, I really love the kind of galaxy universe look, so I definitely want to grind for that as well. But the zombies ones are really cool. For example, look at the gold for multiplayer, and then look at the gold here for zombies. It's like a whole other thing. It's called Golden Enigma. It has this white kind of implemented with it, and it just looks really cool and really unique. And then going on to the next one, this is going to be the second one. It's sort of like a red, sort of bloody, scaly kind of excuse me, camo here. And then we got this other one that's animated, and it's kind of like a serpent sort of look, right? It's kind of like a snake look. And then the final one is going to be Borealis. Borealis? I never know how to pronounce that word. I'm sorry. Which looks fantastic. It looks so good. Again, it kind of has that kind of interstellar vibe, but it's a little bit more, you know, like not galaxy based, right? It's more kind of sky based, right? Kind of mixture of like the sky and the galaxy. I mean, it's the Borealis basically in a camo, right? Which looks really good. Now, keep in mind though, this is for the Modern Warfare 3 camos. There's actually going to be a whole other set of camos. Let's go take a look at those really quickly here if I move over. So really quick before we actually do that, if you want to know how to look at your camos when you're in the zombies menu, you got to go to your insured slot and basically switch the weapon here by pressing square, and then you go to whatever weapon you want to see and whatnot. So we're just going to go to assault rifles in this case. We're just going to put on the cast off, which is a Modern Warfare 2 one, because again, they have a whole other thing. And then you're going to go up to gunsmith right above, and then you're going to go and you can customize it obviously with your attachments, and then you're going to press R1 and you're going to click camo excuse me, and this is where you're going to be able to see your camos. Now again, a whole other set for the Modern Warfare 2 weapons, because again, there's a whole set for that in here, which are really cool too, kind of. I'm not as crazy about the golden one. I think the golden Enigma is a lot better than the golden ivory, but this looks really cool, and maybe some people prefer that. The second one is going to be pretty epic. It has this crazy weird texture, man. I just really like it. It's called Spinal Husk. And then this is the one I really like. It kind of has that spider kind of look. It's called Arachnida. I don't know, this is really fully pronounce that word, I'm sorry. And then the final one is bioluminescent. I think I got it right that time, which is really cool, but I think the Borealis is the cooler one. Personally, it would have really sucked if the Modern Warfare 2 ones looked better, because again, these are Modern Warfare 2 guns and we're playing Modern Warfare 3. So that would have sucked. But since Modern Warfare 2 weapons do carry over, we have all those. Now those are, like I said, they're a whole other set of camos. Just to give you an example of what they would entail, this one would just be like 250 kills, hipfire, 250 hipfire, 250 kills with toxic damage with the cast-off 545, and then 250 kills with the full attachments. Now, I'm not going to go through every single weapon here on screen. I'm going to throw some B-roll up on screen, and what we're going to do is I'm going to read to you guys some of the different kind of camos you can expect, and then give you some tips and tricks from there. Before we do that though, there is one thing I need to note just for the time of recording this. Now, by the time you guys watch this, if this is months later, weeks later, there's a good chance this is patched. But for one quick thing, if I go to the gunsmith for this gun right here, the FR 5.56, I've had this problem with two guns so far. This is the second one. The other one, I believe, was the SVA 545. If I go here and I go to my camo, you can see that the under the Zombies Mastery, the Golden Enigma is locked. And the thing is, I've done exactly what it asks. So I gotta basically successfully extract after I get 100 kills with this weapon. The fix to do this until they patch it, if you are having this issue, is to just remove every single attachment. So just base gun and do not pack a punch. So it's just like raw standard gun. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but if you just go to a level 1 zone, exfil kind of area, you can get it done very, very easily. So that's kind of the workaround until they patch it. I had to know that really quick. All right, if you're trying to get all of these camos done, your best bet is to just go to an exfil zone. Go to an exfil zone and then basically call in the exfil, and it's going to spawn a bunch of zombies. Just go to like a level 1 zone. Unless you need to get the level 2 zone ones, then you can go to an exfil spot in the level 2 area, right? Because some of these camos, like I said, you need to get level 2 or level 3. So just go there, and you can just spawn, you know, enemy after enemy, and you don't have to get on the chopper. The chopper's going to leave, and then eventually, like maybe like a minute after the extract, you can call it back in again, the exfil, and it's going to spawn a bunch of zombies. And it's just a great way to kind of farm, you know, for your guns. It's a great way also to level up your guns initially to get them high enough to even unlock the ability to go for these camos. So that would be my biggest thing in recommending right out of the gate. Do that. Before anything else, or kind of, you know, get that method down pat, you know, in your mind, because that's going to be the method you're going to be using the most, unless you're going for those special zombies and you're going to have to kind of deviate, or unless you're going for hellhounds, again, you have to deviate a little bit. But most of these camos could just be done there, and it's just very easy. Just kind of train the zombies in circles, and you're pretty much good to go. Let's go ahead and jump into some of these camos here and what you can expect. So, you know, talking about the SVA, which I just mentioned, a lot of these are going to be like get 250 kills. Like almost every single one, I think the base, from what I can tell, is get like, you know, X amount of kills, right? So for the ARs, they're all like get 250 kills. But then they get a little bit kind of varied in some way, right? So some of them will be like, for the SVA, it could be like get 5 kills without releasing the trigger button 20 times. So you got to get 5 kills in basically a whole magazine, but you cannot release the trigger button. So you got to line up a bunch of zombies, basically. Just 5 zombies. It's not too hard. Again, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to do all these. Get 250 kills in the medium or high threat zones. So that's going to be the orange or kind of red area on the map. Again, it's not too hard. For that, I would get a Pack-a-Punch. And if you can upgrade your weapon to a blue rarity, then I would do that as well. Basically to get all that. If you go through the missions, the story missions, you'll unlock schematics and stuff naturally. Sometimes also schematics are unlocked kind of as you go through the game, and just kind of randomly doing contracts and everything like that. But through the actual story missions, you will unlock the schematic for the rare weapon upgrade, which you can craft like every 3 hours or something like that. Or you can find them, like I said, just looting and stuff like that. So I would at least try to have it Pack-a-Punch at the very least if you're going to go do that. But if you can have it at least green rarity, preferably blue rarity, it'll make your life a whole lot easier. And again, I'm going to give you tips and tricks on where to go, how to get this done. There's a bunch of different things. You can, you know, get 300 Pack-a-Punch kills. Very, very easy. Just go Pack-a-Punch. Again, doing contracts gets you essence really, really quickly. You know, get 10 special or elite zombie kills. Now, if you don't know what special or elite zombie kills are, basically they're like the different, like the gosh, I'm trying to blank now. The disciples, the mimics, the oh gosh, what are they called? The manglers. There you go. That's what they're called, right? So the big kind of tanky special zombies, right? That's what they are. Now you can get some of those to spawn, specifically mimics, usually from like ether strongholds. The nests, not so much. The ether strongholds, typically mimics will spawn out of there. There's also a lot of these special enemies that kind of roam around in the level 2 zone. You can also see them sometimes roaming around in level 1 zone, but not as much, very rare. So the higher the zone, the more frequently you're going to see these kind of enemies kind of roaming around. So do keep that in mind. Then we got things like, like I said, get 250 kills with full attachments. So just make sure you have 5 attachments on your gun. Get 20 kills without taking damage 10 times. I mean, again, a lot of these are self-explanatory that I don't really need to kind of explain to you guys too much for the most part, right? So again, there's 250 kills in tack stance. If you don't know how to do that, it's basically when you hold your gun sideways, you hold down the aim button and then push down on your D-pad or whatever the corresponding button would be. Kind of look at the bottom UI of your gun UI on screen, and it'll show you kind of a symbol that looks like it's kind of switching modes, if you will. Not firing modes. Firing mode would be left on the D-pad. Don't want to do that. Well, you might want to do that in certain circumstances. And then for all of them, pretty much, if you want to get the mastery camos, like the gold Enigma, you got to get 100 kills and successfully extract in a single deployment. So what that means is basically you can get these other camos done. You don't have to get another 100. So for example, let's say I'm going for the Pack-a-Punch kills, right? Or 250 kills in tack stance, right? I get my 250 kills in attack stance. I've unlocked that camo. That was the last camo I needed to unlock the ability to work on Golden Enigma. Do I have to now get another 100 kills and then extract? No, I can extract right away and I should get the Golden Enigma. Again, the Golden Enigma is kind of bugged for some guns, so you might have to go back in and do 100 kills without any attachments and without any any pack-a-punch or any upgrades to your gun whatsoever, but that will be patched at some point. I just have to mention it because at the time of recording this video, it's not. So again, for the most part, most of these are self-explanatory. I will say things like Hellhound kills. You find a lot of Hellhounds typically hanging out, like level 2, they spawn a lot, level 2 zone. You're also going to find a lot of Hellhounds kind of around, encampments, and I don't mean like mercenary camps. What I mean is like not encampments, but like things that have like a lot of buildings, a lot of structures around. They kind of hang out around there a lot for the most part that I've noticed personally kind of going through it. All right, so I'm going to try to just go through this really quick, give you guys some tips and tricks from some of the ones I'm just kind of reading. I'm reading the whole list basically on this website, and I'm going to kind of just speed run through this and try to give you tips and tricks as fast as I can because I don't want to spend too much time. Anyways, let's get into this. So for example, sometimes it'll be something like, oh, get frost damage kills, right? You can get a cryo ability. Again, you can find these cryo ammo mods, or there's also, I think it would work, the frost field upgrade. So keep in mind, look at those, look at your field upgrades, read what they do, and look at the different ammo mods, because there's ammo mods for napalm, which is fire, basically. You got your cryo, which is frost. You got brain rot, right? You got a bunch of different things like that. So that's going to be the thing that you're going to kind of pay attention to. And those activate kind of very randomly. So again, your best bet is just to get one of these ammo mods, throw it on, or one of these field upgrades, throw it on, or both. And just kind of do, like I said, the exfil kind of method. All right, so moving on from that, point blank kills, for example, again, it's just, being really close to the zombies, basically, point blank. Critical kills are going to be headshots. Like I said, some are going to be, get mangler kills. Some are going to be like, pack punch your weapon. Those are all very easy to do. Manglers, again, you just got to roam around, kind of try to find them. They're, like I said, special enemies like that roam around more in the level 2 zone than anywhere else. But again, some might be like get 250 kills with a gun that's rare or higher rarity. Rare would be like the blue rarity. Any higher than that would be like purple, gold. So you got to get your gun up to that rarity, which could be a little bit tricky if you don't have the schematics unlocked. But if you do have that schematic unlocked, then great. Like I said, if you go through the the mission stories, you can get those schematics unlocked. You're good to go. Some of them would be like get 100 kills shortly after using field upgrade. Self-explanatory for the most part, right? And then we got a bunch of other ones, like shotguns and stuff. Like I said, we got full attachments, and for the most part, most of them just kind of repeat themselves. You're gonna see that like a lot of the guns just repeat themselves. Some kind of vary a little bit. Hip fire kills is very, very easy. Just don't aim down your sight. Just shoot from the hip. So again, if you pack a bunch of weapon, that makes that a little bit easier as well. So do keep that in mind as well. Some might be like having 4 perks active. Now, I'm not sure when this video is going to be up, but I do have a video going up that's going to be about how to get all the perks for free. There's kind of like these Easter eggs around the map, so that will help you as well. Just waiting for the last one to be discovered. At least the time of recording this, maybe it's already discovered by the time you guys see this video. So that video may be up. You can check my channel for that. Just type in like in the search for my channel how to get all free perks, or I'll try to remember to link down in chat. That's one way. Another way to get perks is to do contracts. You get kind of a reward. There's like a portal thing that spawns at the end of a contract. You go up to it, you hold square or whatever the button is on whatever console, and basically you can go in there and you get a perk from that. Well, it's not always a perk. Sometimes it's different rewards, but you can get perks pretty frequently from those. Just do a bunch of contracts. It also gets you money. You can pack a punch your gun. You're good to go. Electric damage, like I said, things like that. We already talked about that. Ammo mods and things like that. Very easy to do for the most part. So yeah, like I said, just 4 perks active. Just do it like that, and you're pretty much good to go. Then you're getting into some that get a little tricky. So some will be like, get 10 kills in 5 seconds 10 times. And you're going to probably sit there and be like, whoa, how on earth am I going to do that? 10 kills 5 seconds. Again, the exfil method is your best bet. And if you have a pack-punched weapon or a weapon that's, of a higher rarity and you're in the level 1 zone, you should be able to shred through 10 zombies very easily in 5 seconds. That'd be your best bet, is to do it like that. Like I said, if you do most of these kind of in that area, it's like most of these challenges can be done just with this method that I kind of mentioned. So I think, for the most part, that's pretty much covers, I think, everything. Like I said, there's a few different variations that you're going to run into, maybe, possibly. But for the most part, I think you're going to be good to go. The melee kills might get a little bit more annoying, because they're melee. But again, level 1 zone, you shouldn't have too much problem, especially if you get like Juggernog or something. Gives you a little bit more of a boost. And then of course, just make sure you keep popping those armor plates in, and you're pretty much good to go. So I think that covers everything. If there's any camos I forgot to kind of mention that you may be struggling with, let us know in the comments below. I'll do my best to reply to them, or maybe anyone else watching this who may have tips or tricks that might see any of these comments can also chime in and just try to help each other out. But I hope this kind of gets you started in at least getting your camos for zombies. And like I said, for the most part, it's easy. Maybe you already knew all this, but maybe there's people out there that did not, and that's what this video is primarily for, the people that needed a little bit more help, or maybe there's some things you learned still. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other tips and tricks. Let me know what you think of these ones, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys soon in another one. Till then, my friends, game on, and thanks for watching. Hey you! What are you doing? Join the Skeleton Army! Do it today! Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow might never come. The Earth is gonna fade, that's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the Skeleton Army. Plus, we do kind of like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.